iMovie. So last class you created your iMovie file here with choosing a newscast theme of one or another. Next you need to import your video and your background pictures. It might be easier to import your background pictures first, but I'm just going to show you how to get to your video. So to get to your video, you're going to go to your Google Drive, okay, and then you click on Drive, and then you're going to click Shared with Me over here, and you are going to find the Case Study 2 video files folder that is shared with you. Open that up, and then inside there are two folders. The green screen one is going to be where you have your video. So once you've recorded, you're going to open that up, and you're going to find your video. So say this is your video here. You're going to click on it, go to the three dots, and say download. Once you download your video, you need to import it into iMovie. So to do that, if I am in iMovie, we're going to click on the import arrow right up here for your media, and then you're going to go to over here. Your option will be student, and then you're going to go and find downloads right here, and you ask if it wants to have access. You're going to say OK, and then here is you'll find the download folder of your video file. So you'll click whatever that video file is and say import, and then that will be imported into your file here. So I'm just going to very quickly just drag one in. I'm just going to import one off my desktop. We'll just do whatever. Okay, so there is the video file. Now before we can start working on that video file, you first need your background pictures. Alright, if I put the video file in, yes, it lets me do that. And it puts this little title thing here for us, and that's great, but you can't do anything with it yet, okay? So we first need to put a background in. So to do that, you're going to go to Google, and you're going to do an image search. So what you're going to do is search for your topic. So I'm just going to do air pollution, but you'll find specific to yours. Now, if you use a site like Wikimedia Commons, if I go to Wikimedia, all right, Wikimedia Commons, there it is. If you use Wikimedia Commons, any image you find in here, you can legally use, all right? So any image in here you can use. You click on it, say you want to use this image here, then you can save this image. So I'm going to do save image as, and I'm just going to call it pollution 1, just so I know what the name of it is. Okay, but if you don't want to use Wikimedia, if instead you want to use Google, don't just grab any picture. All right, let's practice some good practices here. So let's go to Tools, and then Usage Rights, and then if yours isn't already selected on like Creative Commons license, then go ahead and do that. So these are all images then that are shared with the intention of you being able to use them. So let's say I want to use this one here. All right, I'm going to then save this picture here. So I'm going to save this image. Pollution 2. All right, and remember you need at least 3 pictures in your background. So let's assume that you already have those 3 pictures. We're going to import them in. So again, you're going to use this import arrow right here. I just put those on my desktop. That's where if you take screenshots it'll be. So I'm going to take both these. You can press Shift and select multiple, or you can do one at a time. I'm going to import those. Once I have my images in, you're going to place them down below in the order you want them to go. Don't worry about how long they're there. So let's say I want to start with this image, and then I want to continue to this image. Now it's going to put some titles and stuff in here. You can keep those, you can get rid of those. If you want to get rid of these, you simply click on them and press the delete key on the keyboard and click turn off automatic, and it will get rid of it. To make these longer, you select them, you can see they're highlighted in yellow, and you can make them either longer or shorter. You can zoom in or out right here over the overall video. All right, so let's say you have your background pictures in, right? By the way, these are your transitions right here. So you can see if I play this, that from one to the other. If you don't like that transition, just simply click on it and delete it. Okay? Now, I'm going to make these videos, just these background pictures, a little longer. All right, you'll notice that these pictures zoom. Now, if you want to look like you're standing there, you don't want that zoom. If you just double click on the picture, you can see here's the zoom features. If you just say fit, then it's just a static picture behind you. All right, so again, double click on the picture. You can just say fit or crop to fit. You can adjust, highlight an area, and it will just fill the background. All right, so you have your background pictures down. Next, you're going to take your video and stack it above your pictures. So here you can see I grab the video, bring it down, and you can see the little tail on it here. It's above the pictures. And I'm going to bring it to the front and release it. Okay? Now, any of these little title things you can see are still popped up on top of everything. All right? And we need to make this green screen disappear. So to do that, you're going to click once on the green screen. You can see the whole video here is highlighted in yellow. Okay? You're going to go up to this little box here. You're going to choose green screen. And then you're going to click on the eraser, see if you can find a wrinkle, click on it once, and then click the check mark to save it. All right? Now you can take these bottom images and make them either a longer duration or shorter duration to make them match what you're talking about. The final thing I would like you to do to your video file is, since we were not using handheld microphones, it might be a little hard to hear you. If it is, you just click on your video file, so it's highlighted in yellow here, and you can go up to the speaker and increase the volume all the way up to 400%. Okay? You can also just simply grab the volume right down here and increase it to whatever you want as well. All right? When you're all done, you're going to click on this export arrow right here. It's this box with the arrow. Choose File. You're going to then give it a name. Let it export onto the desktop, and when it's all done, you'll take that exported file and put it into that shared completed Google Drive folder. So here you would rename it with your name. You would go to Next. All right, where we want to take it and just put it probably onto the desktop, and we're going to save that. And you'll see there'll be a little progress wheel here. Wait until this completely finishes before you try to upload your file. If I go to the desktop right now, all right, you'll see here is that iMovie, right? It would be a corrupted file if you move it right now. Wait till it's finished. Once it is finished, then you are going to go back to the shared folder, and you can see there's the finished edited videos. You would simply drag and drop your completed video file into there. Okay? And that is how you edit using the green screen and export the finished product with iMovie. You can see here it's going to take it a little while to process this 2-minute video. Hopefully that helps. If you have any specific questions, please ask your teacher, but otherwise follow these directions. Watch this video, pause it as needed.